Deep in the interior of Borneo, shocking things are going on. One of the world's oldest rainforests is being destroyed for Western consumers. Funded by a Singapore bank, Malaysian companies are converting the Mulu forest into a huge palm oil plantation, where land rights of indigenous communities are disrespected.
We, the people of this area, disagree at all.
Despite protests, the logging continues.
Give the land back to the Dayak, the people of Sarawak.
But it is not too late to stop this from happening. Watch this film and support the natives of Sarawak in their struggle to keep their forests. The unique rainforests of Sarawak and Malaysian Borneo have an outstanding diversity of flora and fauna. 1 hectare of forest is home to more tree species than the whole of Europe. Because of its biological importance, the region around Mount Mulu has been declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The indigenous Penan and Berawan peoples have lived in the area since times immemorial. The Penan village of Batu Bungan is located on the fringes of Mulu National Park. For generations, the Penan have lived from the forest.
Palaparigah din ako, na hanangan ayam ke. Kalau kekar ina metat, kalau kekar ina bela murip itu, punto ay lamurip anak ke pebe pun. Jabarang jahin mong metat mong be, tatu jaklunan mong beli. Tanah itu be, semaku tay pita. Ame barat terang, be maka jako, lo ong kekar ame Penan tong Batu Bungan tu, ira di pana pe, sawit be ame kalau, be ame maga sawitna. Kenlo ame, penita ame, hak me tong tanah, tong jalan inahawa.
Until today, the forest is the basis of the community's livelihood. The Penan hunt game and gather wild sago, fruit and medicinal plants in the forest.
Tujuan ame modo tanah, ame perlu tanah, uban itu jalan ame Penan murip. Bari tawan, bari kayu jakah jalan ame Penan kuman. Nganuai perlu ame ina jalan ame manu keraf tangan, jalan ame murip. Tasak tanah tau tusah pitah pengurip pitah pengumantong tanah ubane. Itu ne harta benda Penan tanah tu.
Many everyday objects are handmade from forest products. But the community's livelihood is in danger because palm oil companies are stealing their territory. The new plantation is established by Radiant Lagoon, a Malaysian palm oil company. Logging roads are built that cut up the forest. Bare soil where recently there was a lush rainforest. In a large greenhouse, the oil palm seedlings are ready to be planted soon. The native customary rights of the local people are not respected.
This part was a farm. A lot of fruit tree on this land before. It belonged to the Berawan people. Gone.
% of the plantation workers in Malaysia are migrants, some of them without employment contract and without the required minimum wage. The use of pesticides on the plantations is potentially harmful to the workers and nearby communities. One of the pesticides found on the Mulu plantation is the fungicide Antrasol by German manufacturer Bayer. One of its metabolites is suspected of damaging the unborn child. Its use is banned in the European Union, but it may still be applied in Malaysia. While pollution by pesticides remains invisible, logging activities leave distinct traces.
See that? The different, the color of the water. See? The clear ones come from Sungai Malenau, where it come from the park. So it's a bit clear, very clear. And the other one is from the Tutu River. Why it look muddy? Look like white coffee. It's because of Tutu River, upriver, they all logging activities. See? So how we can survive like this?
The new plantation would cut off an important wildlife corridor between the park and the primary forests of Brunei. Habitat fragmentation has a strong impact on genetic diversity and threatens the long-term survival of endangered species. Palm oil is the most widely consumed vegetable oil on the planet. It is in about half of all packaged products sold in the supermarkets. Global demand for palm oil has increased dramatically. With a production of over 70 million tons per year, palm oil is the most produced vegetable oil in the world. 85% of the palm oil is produced in only 2 countries, Indonesia and Malaysia. In Borneo, the rainforest has been disappearing dramatically in recent decades. In Sarawak alone, the cultivation for palm oil has doubled in the past 10 years. 4 years ago, the former Chief Minister of Sarawak promised that no more rainforest would be cleared for palm oil.
No more palm oil plantation. No more.
The sad truth is that this promise has not been kept. Every day, rainforest is still being cleared, which puts biodiversity increasingly at risk. In Brunei, there are still tracts of intact primary rainforest. Across the border in Sarawak, the forest has recently been cleared for plantations. Thousands of local species have been replaced by one introduced from Western Africa, the oil palm. But who is benefiting from this environmental and social disaster? Apparently, the profiteers are found in the highest government circles and with their cronies. The company Radiant Lagoon obtained 2 leases over an area of 4,400 hectares from the Sarawak state government in December 2008. At the time, Taib Mahmood was the Chief Minister and Minister of Resource Planning in charge of land matters. Research by the Bruno Mansa Fund shows that Taib Mahmood's son, Abu Bekir Taib, was for 9 years director of Radiant Lagoon and until recently the controlling shareholder of the palm oil company. But he resigned in April 2018, 1 month before Malaysia's last general election. Current company records are showing that Radiant Lagoon was sold to the tycoon Yi Ming Seng, the owner of the Double Dynasty Palm Oil Group. Both leases were granted to Radiant Lagoon at an extraordinarily favourable conditions. For the leases, Radiant Lagoon pays the equivalent of $2,700 per year to the Sarawak government. This is 60 cents per hectare per year. United Overseas Bank, one of Singapore's largest banks, is funding the conversion of Mulu rainforest into an oil palm plantation. According to official records, the bank agreed to lend up to $31.8 million to Radiant Lagoon via its branch in Malaysia. Soon, the Mulu forest might produce palm oil for Western consumers instead of food for the local communities. Double Dynasty Group sells its palm oil to global companies like Kellogg's, Nestle, Unilever, Mondelez, P&G and PepsiCo. Back in the Penan village of Batu Bungan, at a community meeting, the residents look at drone images of what is happening to their land.
Aku seru tusah. Jadi hun itu aku naan tong tanah nenyan ketahan enapat mesahau makin tusah. Tuai nasa sahau irah ala kayu ngan irah nasa ubud nasa jakah nasa pengumuman ame Penan. Hun itu irah ala kayu ngan mulah sawit tong retek ame Penan.
Regent Lagoon is logging the forest of the Penan and Berawan without their free, prior and informed consent.
Itu tanah, itu mem itu tanah ame. Bepun ame barak jumulahina. Ame bertebungan, be kelo pulah sawit.
With blockades, the villagers defend their land against the land grabbing by the palm oil company.
Ame nengayan pitah jalan kerja kuat ngan Penan, ngan Berawan, ngan Kayan, doko mapat barang itu daineh tabah ngenusah ngan kekat ame esadaya. Ame Penan tengi hun kegahang pengejam ame tengi adang tusah.
Please support the community struggle against the Mulu land grab.
Menyan tolong ngan irah sausit manu kerja kuat mapat sawit. Uban hun itu pun irah kompeni sawit tuai nasak tong tanah ame.
Sign the petition to the Malaysian authorities. Forest destruction for palm oil has to be halted now.